Would I be the asshole for dropping out of a wedding 2 weeks before it happens? I'm 29 male and have a long-term girlfriend of 3 years, Hannah. My friend Kyle is getting married later this year. I agreed to be a groomsman. So it's me, him, and their other dudes. I was disappointed when I found out I wouldn't have a +1 for the wedding. But at the time, I thought the same went for the other guys. Come to find out last weekend that the 3 other groomsmen do have +1s. 2 of them have been in relationships for less time combined than me. The other guy is single and was complaining about not finding a date to bring on Tinder, which is how I found out. I asked Kyle what's going on. Why do they have +1s, but I can't bring Hannah? I find out this. So, I'm walking down the aisle with the bride's sister, Lisa. Lisa is developmentally disabled. She's in her 20s, but mentally she's about 10 years old. Kyle says it's because they don't want to piss off Lisa. Her parents figure she will never marry or have a boyfriend, so they want me to come solo to give Lisa the impression that I'm single. Basically, they want me to be a pretend boyfriend for Lisa. If I come with Hannah, that will make her jealous. I'm really not comfortable with this. Lisa is a nice girl, but I don't like that I'm tricking her into thinking I'm someone that I'm not. It's scummy to make someone believe I'm her boyfriend when I'm not. Plus, what if Lisa meets Hannah in the future and finds out we're together? She's already gotten into trouble in her adult care group for fighting with another girl over a guy. I told Kyle and his fiancée Claire that I'm not okay with THAs. They told me I need to suck it up for a day because this will mean a lot to Lisa. I'm not comfortable playing pretend boyfriend, especially for someone who thinks we are the real deal. I want to drop out at this point. Wedding is 2 weeks away. Update 1. I'm going to need some time to calm down. My friendship with Kyle is over. And whoever said that I got roped in because Lisa had a crush on me, you win. I'll fill you in when I've had a moment. I feel sick right now. I think I can say what happened earlier this evening. The more I read everyone's answers, the more I realize this was really fucked up. I already had a feeling that this whole Lisa wedding date situation was messed up, but reading everyone's comments reinforced it. I told Kyle that we had to talk, and he agreed. We met at his house. Claire was there. Lisa wasn't, thank God. Basically, I told them I was dropping out of the wedding. I told them that setting me up as Lisa's fake boyfriend was beyond messed up. What do they think was going to happen after the wedding? Was I supposed to continue this charade or dump her, break her heart, and be the bad guy? Claire tried to explain what was happening. Something about how Lisa was upset and angry, that she wasn't the one getting married. That wasn't the part that pissed me off. No. Want to know why I got offered up? It's because Lisa loves K-pop and is obsessed with Asian guys. I'm Japanese American, so that's why I got roped into being her fake date, and not my single friend who has to rely on Tinder to find someone. It's all some sick attempt at making Lisa feel better by hooking her up with the only Asian guy they knew. At that point, I had enough. I told Kyle and Claire that it was over. I wasn't going to the wedding. I never wanted to speak or see them again. There was a lot of screaming and crying. Claire asked me why I would do this to her sister. I barely even know Lisa, except for the few times that were wedding related. And that's where things stand. I don't know if they're going to try and paint me as the bad guy who broke Lisa's heart. I already told the guys that I'm not coming, and why? Who knows what the fallout from that will be. I spent the rest of the night trying to get a grip on myself. I still feel kind of queasy from this whole thing. This feels like one sick joke. I feel bad for Lisa because while I got out, she's still stuck with that shitty family. I think I'm going to spend Saturday trying to put this behind me with beer and a Brooklyn 99 marathon. Thank you guys for your help. At least I know there are people out there who also think this is a terrible fucking idea. Oh, I also asked why not hook up Lisa with Tucker, the single friend using Tinder for dates. It's because she said he was too ugly and hated his beard. I'm not going to tell Tucker that. He's going to find out eventually. Update 2. Kyle and Claire's wedding took place over Memorial Day weekend. They wanted to save money for a down payment, so they decided to do a backyard ceremony with a barbecue potluck reception. The wedding was at Kyle's parents' house, which I've been to. It's a huge place, and there were about 40 or so guests. Kyle said that most of the money went to a photographer and food. Before the ceremony, Steve had heard there was some trouble with the bride. They couldn't find the dress and a necklace she wanted to wear. Then, Lisa spilled juice all over her own dress. Her mom had to go find a replacement. She couldn't, so Lisa had to wear a jacket over the stain. I think Lisa had a hand in hiding the dress, but I guess we'll never know for sure. The ceremony was delayed by 30 minutes because of how long it took Claire to get ready. When they were at the altar, Lisa was giving her sister this really brutal death glare, like no breaking eye contact, glowering at her sister the whole time. I feel sorry for the photographer because knowing Claire's parents, they'd want her to Photoshop the pictures later. Then there was the reception. According to Steve, Lisa had a meltdown. And during the meltdown, she went on a rampage and destroyed one of the food tables, the one with all the barbecue. So there is at least $700 worth of food destroyed and a couple of punches taken to the cake. The only thing left was a couple of side dishes. But the food is destroyed, the backyard is a mess, and it takes her dad and Kyle's dad and brother to try and pry her off the table. Steve thinks that one of his younger cousins got footage of it. It was the Sunday before Memorial Day, so most restaurants were either hella busy or closed. There was no way they could replace the food. Most of the guests left early. A few stuck around to help clean up the yard. Steve didn't see Lisa afterward and thinks that her mom took her home. A couple of cops came by after everyone left. Apparently one of the neighbors called about the rampage. And that's it. I haven't seen or heard from Kyle since the weekend before the wedding. No idea what he's up to, and I don't care. What he and Claire wanted to do was hella fucked up. I bet they probably blame me for ruining their wedding. Like, if I hadn't pacified Lisa, this wouldn't have happened. As for me, I spent the weekend with Hannah. I returned the gift I was going to give Kyle and Claire, and used the money to treat ourselves to a date. Hannah wanted to see The Little Mermaid. It was okay, but that Scuttlebutt song sucked. Hannah loved it. And we went out for seafood at this place near the beach. We had money left over, and I treated Hannah to a Little Mermaid Lego set for her and a case of beer for me, for the ongoing Brooklyn 99 marathon. To end things on an ironic note, I said that Kyle wanted me to be Lisa's date because she has a thing for Korean guys. I'm Japanese, but Lisa's love rival, my dear and gorgeous Hannah, is actually Korean.